Hello everyone, Bill Parish here from GTT Audio, and welcome to the channel today. Well, a week ago I sat here and I told you that two big announcements were occurring today, and I couldn't be more excited about both of them, but let's talk about the first one. The Mola Mola Ossetra mono amplifiers. Now, Ossetra this is not the first time you're hearing that name. We've talked about Mola Mola Ossetra. I talked about it here on the channel in December or January this year, saying that it was coming. We knew this product was coming. It's just a matter of when, because we started hearing about it at Munich high-end in 24. They showed some very rough prototypes at that point and some concepts of what Ossetra was, but Ossetra was far from complete. Everything's different here. Yes, it is still part of the Mola Mola Trajectum amplifier technology that they're using. And let me explain a little bit. Bruno Putzis originally did the UCD Class D circuit, which made Class D for audiophiles popular. And then while working for Hypex, developed Encore technology, which really started off. That was what started Mola Mola. He and Jan Peter started Mola Mola as a division of Hypex with the Encore brand, if you will, or I guess that was their brand of Class D, and wow, that was revolutionary. And that was in 2014. So here we are, getting close to almost 26. We're in the last quarter of 25. So Encore lasted a long time. But then there was when the Mola Mola integrated amplifier came out. That was the first to use a new brand of Class D called Trajectum. And we really didn't talk too much about Trajectum at that point in time. In fact, it might not have even been named Trajectum at that point in time. It was more when the Perca came out. That's when the Trajectum name came. But so there was the integrated. And then there was the Perca, the stereo amplifier, which took the technology from the Kula integrated a step further, and now here we are, Ossetra. So is Ossetra just a bigger mono version of Perca? Well, that was the original concept, but that's not actually what happened. That may have been what we actually heard at Munich in 24, but they ended up going back to a complete slate, a clean slate, clean slate, reevaluated everything, changed a whole bunch of stuff, and now we have an amplifier that is one of the most neutral, transparent, musically pleasing, dynamic, powerful amplifiers I've ever heard. I mean, it is phenomenal. For you spec hounds out there, it's 350 watts in the 8 ohms, 7 doubles down in the 4 ohms, and at 2 ohms, it gets out to 900 watts. It has a signal-to-noise ratio of 130 dB. This thing's very quiet. It's frequency-wise DC out to 100K. So true wide bandwidth. None of that really. I'll continue. Pure Class A input and gain stage. Obviously, Trajectum version of Class D for the output stage. It is fully balanced from input to output. The gain stages, so there's a switch on the back, and the switch is high and low gain, okay? And how most people would do that is that on high gain you're running it wide open, and then you put a resistor across the switch for low gain, and on low gain it's running through the switch. Not in this scenario. In this scenario, with what they've done here, we're running everything straight through. So what we're talking about is two fully discrete independent gain stages, depending on if you want low gain or you want high gain. And the difference there is 6 dB difference as well. So, if you're biamping and say you're running one set on with RCAs and the other set on XLRs, you can either take the XLR set down to low gain so you're fully matched, or you could take the RCAs and run it on high gain, and you'd be matched. So that's what that's for. That's the difference. And it's also for working with different preamplifiers, even though we of course recommend the Mola Mola Makua. Now, these amplifiers are, like I said, I heard them. I heard them because after they were done, there was a couple of questions, and they wanted to try a few things, and the head analog engineer over at Mola Mola, Frank, who this is really, all these amplifiers are his baby. He came out, visited me with the amplifiers, brought a couple of different boards along. We swapped boards in and out, and made some assessments. And yeah, which also leads to they're ready. Okay, these things, we're taking orders now. You're going to see this in the middle of October, right? This is, it's October 9th. So they're shipping, they're ready to ship the beginning of December. So we're talking 7 weeks tops for delivery. So we are taking orders now. Yeah, these things they are just so effortless. They are so musical. They are so transparent. I had a good friend over last week, and he was here to hear the Moyas. And I have these amplifiers. They left the prototypes with me, and I had them on and when Frank was here, we were listening on the Spirits the whole time. But when the friend was over, we had them on the Vivid G3s. He was just laughing at how good they are for the amount of money that they cost. And then we were running the fully loaded Makua, so the Tambaki DAC, and these Ossetra mono amps, and then with the speakers, and we're at a system under 100K, and that's even with speakers, and world class. It just doesn't exist at this price point. So it took, 2014, it's 2015 almost. Yeah, so it took 11, close to 12 years to really come out with a Kaluga replacement. Now, Kalugas will probably still stay on the web page. They're a legacy product. People could still order them, but I don't see anyone doing that. Not with Ossetra out. So we have Ossetra as the mono amp, Perca as the stereo amp, Kula as the integrated amp. Then of course there's the Lupe as the phono stage, the Tambaki as the DAC, and the Makua as the preamp. Mola Mola, I started with Mola Mola at the very beginning. Bruno Putzis came out for a year with the Kalugas to my place, and we listened. And he would be in the back and soldering. And I've been with Mola Mola since the beginning, and I got to see this company just grow into this really incredible company. run by Jan Willem now, after Jan Peter's passing. You met Jan Willem at Munich this year with my interview and video with him. If you did not watch that, go back and watch that. He's an amazing guy. Yeah, I am super jacked up about the Ossetra. It's Mola Mola. We're not short on any orders on Mola Mola. This company is just running like clockwork, and they are just producing new products. Well, I'd say every couple of years we see a new product from them, because I guess the last one was the Lupe, and that was a couple of years ago. Guys that want to upgrade their Kalugas, get your orders in now. If you want to upgrade from Perka, if you're looking for just an incredible amplifier that'll drive anything, if you're looking for just a great amplifier, I really am tired. For many years, I've been tired about hearing about Class D. We don't talk about Class A that much. We don't talk about Class AB that much, but everyone always wants to pigeonhole Class D, and forget about it. There's good amps, there's mediocre amps, the good amps, and then there's a great amp. And Mola Mola's producing great amplifiers. I hope you check them out. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.